Okay, welcome back to the Life of Loz. Obviously I'm Loz. I've had an absolutely fantastic morning this morning out on this Apex Predator, the Ninja ZX6R 636. Play the intro. Boom. So let's talk about a few ergos and things like that on the 2013 Ninja ZX6R aka 636. You are 100% on your wrists, no doubts about it. You are in a crunched up position, your knees are tucked, your ankles are tucked, in a full race spec position. There's no doubts about it. It doesn't try to be anything it's not. This is a race bike. This is an Apex Predator. This was brought out to and designed to absolutely hunt down and kill anything in its path in the 600 class in 2013. It was brought out to do that. It did that. It accomplished that. And even today, you know, with all the aftermarket mods and things like that, yeah, this is just an absolute weapon, this thing. Oh my god. Oh, I love this thing so much. I like it that much that it just, there's no way, this thing shouldn't even be legal. It really shouldn't. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it just shouldn't even be legal. I know why these things were created and that sort of stuff, and you know, and all of us sports bike fans, you know, we all love them, we really do. You know, they're no good in traffic and they're no good when it's just stinking hot. You've got to wear all your gear all the time and all of your leathers, and you know, like it's a you take your life into your own hands, I guess, every time you take one of these things out. But you know, that's just living, man. It's just part of the you know, the wind therapy life. You know, and this thing was just bred and designed to go through a corner at maximum effect. But yeah, I can see how people could just get really loose and lose control, and you know, just push it to its limit and get really comfortable. Because I tell you what, you know, like you ride this bike even to, you know, 3/4 of its effect, because I mean, don't forget, it's only a 636, so it's 131 horsepower at 13,500 RPM. But you know, you can I could do this whole review first gear pretty much, but yeah, it's just one of those things, eh? You know, we just love them. Yes, anyway, just a brief history. I don't really know too much, but I did a little bit of research anyway, so anyway, we'll start that little bit again. Microphone got a little bit caught there and didn't really want to go giving it too much of a stretch. Anyway, so the first 600 brought out in the Cowie range was back in 1990. It was called the ZZ 6, and then it was redesigned in 1995, and it was the first actual ZX6R. I don't think it was called a Ninja ZX6R, it was just a ZX6R, but it was still a 600. But anyway, the first actual ZX636, so the Ninja ZX6R was actually brought out in 2003. And it wasn't around for that long. 2006 went out of production, and then back in due to popular demand, in 2013 this apex predator was created, the Ninja ZX6R 636, and it was brought out, yeah, just to kill everything in its class, and it did that successfully. And it does it with ease. The throttle response on this thing is just oh my god. And the you know, clutch is still a you know, it's okay, it's nothing over the top, but it's all about the throttle response. And when it comes to you know, changing up those gears, man, because this thing here, I'll tell you what, you get it in its peak range, you know, this thing redlines at 18,000 RPM. This thing is off its head, absolutely off its head. I just did a little bit of a you know, a roll on up to you know, just over 100, whatever, and through a couple of corners there coming down the highway, and man, this thing just picks up, and it is just absolutely just like, hello, drop a gear, drop 2 gears and you will 100% disappear. This thing is off its head, but that's why we love them, you know. It's everything else, you know, the CBR 600RR came out with, I think it was just on 100 or just over 100. The R6 at the time was about 123, I think. There was another Gixxer 600, but you know, it was all 10 or 12 horsepower less than this. So this thing just absolutely just ate them in any class. And even I think when you talk about the Gixxer 1000 at that present time, I think that was only about 148 horsepower. So you know, like this wasn't far off, and especially with the rev range, you know, peaking at bloody, you know, 18,000 RPM. This thing was not to be messed with at all, and it is to be respected at all times. It's not a this is not a toy. Well, it is a big toy, but it's to be respected, because this thing will just absolutely just get up and take off. It's yeah, it is an absolute weapon, and as it cruises through those corners, man, it is just a absolute poetry in motion. You know, like this is a cult bike. It's got a cult following. You know, yeah, this is one of the it's not built for comfort, it's built for speed. So yeah, you got all the weight on your wrists and all that sort of stuff. Here we go, my microphone's getting entangled a bit there with the steering dampener. So yeah, I don't want to wreck that. That's no good. But anyway, so yeah, all this bike does is it just wants to go fast. Thanks, yeah, that's a really good place to park, mate. Yeah, appreciate it. It's all good, you know. We just got to be patient with people these days and do all the things. I've had a bird fly out on me this morning. I've had some things fly out of the back of a truck this morning. I've had a car pull out this morning. I've had but you know, you cruise out on a heightened state of awareness to you know, try and counteract a bit of this stuff. But as I say, like, you know, every time you drop off the curb, it doesn't really matter what bike you're on or whatever's a go, like, you know, everything's trying to kill you, so it's always got to have a heightened state of awareness. But on this bike, you know, first and second gear, you want to roll on, you know, she's just going to be gone. So yeah, really need to behave myself, really do. I am you know, I am really trying, but you know, like, I'm a sports bike guy from, you know, at heart, so, you know, I mean, even me, you know, riding to my best capacity on this bike is only going to be like 50%. That's the funny thing about it. It's just got that much power. So yeah. Anyway, we'll pull up here and I'll yeah. See, I cheated again. See, I started at the middle and then worked my way to the back to the start. But yeah, you guys know what this means. It is just an absolute great day to be alive. Oh my god, how fantastic is it really? Boom. Alright, this is a 2013 ZX6R, aka 636. This is an absolute fantastic machine, unbelievable. It's a 636cc inline 4 double overhead cam with 4 valves per cylinder. This is a purpose-built Apex Predator track bike bought out to kill and hunt down everything in its class. It is absolutely epic. She's got 41mm forks, fully adjustable Showa suspension, twin 310mm discs at the front, running a 4-piston Nissan caliper, 120, 70, 17, and she's got Pilot Road 5s on her. These are the same brakes as the ZX10. I know, she stops beautifully. A bottom link Unitrack with a gas charge shock, running 25-way adjustability rebound, plus fully adjustable dampening, 220mm disc, running a single piston caliper. It's a Nissan, and she's got a 180/55 17 rear tyre. Seat height on this little girl is 830mm. The wet weight is about 192 kilos, and the fuel tank is about 17 litres. But I mean, you're never really going to be able to, you know, calculate the sort of the fuel usage, because, you know, it's just so max risky all the time, and it's always going to be different. So yeah, there's no real major specs on that. So yeah, she's fantastic. Really, exactly, everything works the way it was designed to. So you're not going to be able to, you might be able to see that. I'll stand over this side a bit. Yeah, you've got obviously your massive tacho. You can notice down the bottom there that 0 to 4,000 RPM doesn't really register. Goes right up to 18,000. 16,000 starts in the red line. She's got 2 rider modes, and she's got 3 stages of traction control, including another stage for traction control off. Got a couple of trip meters, fuel usage, no fuel gauge. She's got a reserve light. This is your power, so you can choose between your modes, your traction control, high beam, low beam indicators, obviously your horn. She's got a little adjustable CNC levers. Over the other side, she's got the start, emergency stop, and yeah, some more adjustable levers. But obviously a steering dampener. I'm pretty sure that's an aftermarket steering dampener. Yeah, she's obviously got the dark screen, tail tidy kit. She's got frames or Oggy knobs, actually the genuine ones, and she's running a nice sounding Two Brothers racing exhaust. So, and this thing here with the pop through the exhaust, ooh, it's nice. Yeah, just an absolute weapon. I nearly missed out the most important part. This is a track bike, designed for the track. So on the roads and that sort of stuff, she's just way too quick. You know, like she's got 97.7 kilowatt at 131 horsepower at 13,500 RPM. You know, 71 newton meters of torque. The torque comes in at, you know, about 11.5. So yeah, this thing is just an absolute weapon. Oh my god, I've had quite an experience this morning, I can tell you that now. But yeah, 636, you know, cult following, absolute weapon. But all right, I'll see you out on the road. Boom. How's the sound of that thing? Just unbelievable, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Oh, it's just got so much attitude, and it's yeah, it just speaks to you know, the sports bike guy's soul so much. But yeah, this sold back in Australia in Australian dollars back in 2014 or 2013 for about 15,500. It was quite competitive at the time for the market. Yeah, nothing really much else to say really about this bike. It's just an absolute weapon. I can't really show you exactly what I'm going to do because you know, you need to be able to have this bike for an extended period of time and do a you know, like do a proper 3-month review and stuff like that, and you'll be able to exactly see, you know, like yeah, get a real proper feel for it. Because if you were to go out and try and even push it to, you know, 50-60%, you know, like you're going to come unstuck pretty quick. So even it even takes the birds flying along by surprise. It's that fast. It's I just love it, and the more and more I'm sort of cruising around, the more and more comfortable I feel. Yeah, I need to give this back for sure. For sure. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's been my full review of the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R 636. So yeah, listen, you've been watching Life of Loz. Obviously I am Loz. Make sure you reel all the gear all the time, and you know, safe riding out there everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Boom.